Hey guys, this is Odd One Gaming. This is going to be another Eternal Evolution video. So in today's video, I want to talk about something that I have seen some people mention in the community, and that is rerolling. For those of you that do not know what reroll is, it's basically, you create yourself an account, then you start collecting some of the early game resources, and then you would go to the base, for example, in this game, and you'd go to the recruitment center, and you would start maybe pulling all of your recruitment cards. For example, I don't know, you would play for half an hour, then you would collect yourself, I don't know, 20, 30, 50 limited, 20, 30 advanced ones, and then you start pulling, and then you're like, oh, I don't like what I got, let me reroll. Let me explain to you something. This game does not require rerolling. It's something pretty common to be done in gacha games where, like I said, you get your first, like in the first 15, 20, half an hour maybe maximum of playing, you get yourself the recruitment cards or, whatever the summonings they are in games. Usually you have shards, you have crystals, you have whatever that you keep pulling and expecting to get, kind of like the best starters and the best ones to, sorry, and the best ones to sort of like help you progress. For example, in like, maybe in Raid Shadow Legends, you get yourself some first free shards you pull. If you get a good legendary, you continue playing. If not, in Infinite Magic Raid, for example, as I shown on this channel, you might get yourself the best starters, they help you progress through campaign, and then you're like, okay, I'm doing that. And if you don't, you keep rerolling, creating new accounts, and keep doing that. This game is not like that though. This game does not require rerolling because this game gives you so many recruitment cards in general, the basic one, the limited ones, the advanced ones, even the friendship ones. If you have friends, you just keep going here to the chat, click friends, and boom, just click receive and gift. As long as you have like lots of active people, you're gonna keep getting those ones, and you get so many recruitments that you do not require to reroll, because the way the system works in this game is it doesn't matter if you get that one copy or that extra one copy of the starting heroes, because that does not change your game. This game is basically an idle RPG game, and what it revolves around is, slowly progressing through content and then waiting for your idle rewards. If you go to the not to the perimeter, if you go to like the main screen, you just have from the base, you have to click challenge. You have this little chest over here that kind of gives you the idle rewards, okay? So the patrol reward. So this one, normally it's like up to 24 hours when you start. After you get to like, I think, military rank 5, it goes up to 36 hours. And this is what it gives you a ton of rewards that help you progress your heroes. But when it comes to the heroes that you build, it's not about, oh, I have that one copy of that hero that helps me pass through, and if I get a second one, that's amazing. Basically, the dupe system in this game works in such a way that it's a long run and a long grind. So you cannot get yourself, for example, as I have all the plenty of immortals here. I've been playing for months, guys. Like, I've been playing for around 3 months already. So that's why I have a ton of these. But in this game, you don't require to get that, boom, I got the first one upgraded with the second one. That's not how it works. The way that this one works is you do focus your heroes, but one at a time, especially when we're talking about, for example, the SSS champion. As I mentioned in the previous videos, there's a few like top tier SSS champions that you would focus on. Those are Bailey Hudson, that's Masrani as one of the best healers in the game. Then you have Luke, let me see if I can find myself, or like even Creed. Creed is another great one because he's like, he's a vanguard, can be a tank, brings you decreased defense. Then there's other people like Emma, that's amazing. Emma's like top tier damage. She does some insane single target damage, burst damage. Then there's, let me see, I have a copy of Luke. No, I don't even have a copy of Luke. Another one of those is Luke that does, again, brings AoE damage and also brings decreased defense. He's like top tier as the AoE champion. But the way this one works is like we saw over there, is if I go over here and I see, okay, where am I going? Let me go to heroes. Okay, let's say your heroes start as this. Start as elite, just simple purple. In order to evolve them, you need so many copies to get them to the right level that it's insane. If we click over here to evolve system, it shows us. So let's say we talk about Serena. Serena's the second best healer in the game. You get plenty of copies of her from, like I said, just pulling the recruitment cards, getting yourself lots of events that they put out in the game. There's lots of events. You start with a thing called the Elite Chapter that gives you usually a free SSS champion. Then you would have the Rise of Heroes. Then you have the Ancient Altar that gives you some more stuff. Then like recruitment events. If you hit certain milestones, you get certain rewards of the epics and or like even SSS champions plus the gene hybrids, which count as a copy. Keep this in mind, gene hybrids only used for the sake of the SSS champion. Never use a gene hybrid to evolve somebody that's elite but cannot, you know, that's not an SSS. So if you look at this, for example, in order to get Serena to the point where she's immortal, this is like the main point we're trying to get, especially with the SSSs. And after that you stop, you don't keep evolving them, because you're gonna get along the way while playing, you're gonna still get free copies from all the types of event that this game throws at you, and there's tons, trust me. So for example, you would need like this. Let's say you start like this. Let's not count the fodder, okay? You would need, in order to get her to immortal, you would need 1 as the first one, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you need 8 copies of the same hero in order to get them to immortal. It doesn't matter how well you reroll or how much you reroll, you're not gonna get that many, and it's not gonna be that game changing. You might just get all the random ones at the, you know, while you grind it. You might get some Serenas, you might get some Taylors, you might get Sorietta that you get as free for advancing stuff. You might get Langle, you get different types of ones, and you're not, there's like, I don't know, it's like 1 in a billion chances to get all of the single and the same ones in order to be like, yes, I got my first one to immortal. So stop focusing rerolling. This game does not do rerolling. This is not a game where you would reroll and try to expect for the best outcome. And especially for that, like, you would be getting early on, okay, you might check some tier lists and see like, okay, my Taylor is really good, Falvia is really good, Randall is really good, I'm gonna focus those ones, and, you know, I'm gonna feed everything else to do that. But you might have some copies of somebody else. Let's say maybe you might have Langle for starters. I don't even think I have him anymore. Let me see, do I have Langle? No, I don't. I fed him because I didn't really care. But maybe early on you get like, I don't know, 5 copies from doing random stuff of Langle. If he's your highest, I guess let's call it ascension, or like highest on the evolving system, you're going to be using that one. It doesn't matter who they are, it doesn't matter how they come on the tier list. If he's your highest ascension, you're going to focus him, you're going to put your gear on him, and that's the one you're going to use to progress. Then later on, when you bring those S tier ones, like, you know, like I said, for example, Taylor, that's really good, or like you get some, who else do we have in here in the Wanfairs? You might get Rakana, or you might get more copies of Falvia, and let's say you get them to be at the same level as your previous ones that are not as good. You're gonna go just straight up, go here to the reset, you'd select that one, and you'll get all the rewards back. Straight up, you get all the rewards back from that person, and then you can invest them in the next one. So that's what I'm saying. This game is not a game where like you go crazy and trying like, yes, let me get the best out of this one. No, you level up the ones that you have along the way. Don't waste your time, because you're gonna keep rerolling and you're not gonna get any benefit. You'll just be wasting time. So that's what I wanted to say in this video. But I hope it's helpful. I hope this makes people stop rerolling, because it's not the thing to be done in this game. And like I said, this game throws so many recruitment cards, so many heroes, and so many rewards at you that you're definitely gonna get the right ones at the right time. It's not the type of game that you grind 24/7. It's an idle RPG game. After you get stuck to a certain point, you regear some of your heroes. If that still keeps you stuck, then you just have to close the game and come back the next day. Like, for example, I'm playing this game for like 20 minutes in a day, and that's it. Like, takes me 20 minutes or 15 to 20 minutes to do all my dailies, and then I straight up stop, because guess what, there's nothing else to do. Then I come back at the next day. Maybe once a week I just go to my heroes and start regearing them, start looking at other gear, start looking at what else I can progress. But yeah, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. The conclusion pretty simple. Do not reroll. It's not something this game, it's not something you do in this game. It's just a waste of time. But yeah, if you do like my content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care everyone. Bye guys.